I think every sport has its own challenges, but I've done quite a few sports in my childhood, and wrestling has by far been the most challenging sport. You know, it's physical, it's a mental game. A lot of people compare it to a game of chess. You know, it's anything can happen. You know, 1 minute you could be winning 8-0, and then within the last 30 seconds you could be pinned and on your back. So I think definitely wrestling's one of the hardest. It's gymnastics based, it's physical, it's strength, you know, it's endurance. Everything that you can think of is put into a wrestling. I started wrestling when I was about 14 or 15. My older sister wrestled before I did, and her and the coach that I was wrestling for kind of dragged me onto the mat. As soon as I got on, I was hooked, and I didn't want to stop wrestling after that, and I just kept going forward.
Georgina came to the country from Canada, where she'd lived for 9 years, and moved back to her hometown of Burnley. And she contacted the club about sessions and started coming down. She's absolutely in love with wrestling, I'd say. Very dedicated young woman, tries immensely hard. Her work ethic is second to none.
It's a busy schedule, so due to our country not having much funding, I do have a full-time job. So I'll wake up about 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll go and do normally my cardio session, go to work, then I'll go to my strength and conditioning with my coaches there, and then I'll go straight from there to wrestling and do an hour and a half to 2 hours of wrestling, and then go home, sleep, and then repeat the next day. I also coach. I coach a ladies class in Accrington, so females, a lot of them of the Muslim religion. I also help out at the club here. I really like to focus on the girls that we have in the club, so that they look to see that they've got a female to come to if they need.
I think she's a bit of a role model for our young female wrestlers. They all love her. It's really made a massive difference for them to see what Georgina's achieving and trying to follow in her footsteps. Last year, Commonwealth bronze in Gold Coast, and under 23 European bronze this time. So I think within another couple of years she'll have quite a few more medals to her name. She's only going to achieve more than she already has.
So my ultimate goal for wrestling is to make the Olympics. I'm definitely looking for 2020, 2024 in Paris. It's always been my goal to represent Great Britain.